Hey, man, wanna see my face? Hey, up and down like the CIA. Hey, out of the car trying to see my face. Hey, we're in the beating like the TIK. Oh, I can see the never be my face. Hey, don't believe this will be our race. Hey, can't believe my race. Hey, let you feel like face. Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing, bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. Scratch it, lay out with your name and they mountain. Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. Hey, keep messing with me where I'm from. Hey, I'm a born and then I run. Hey, keep messing how to my guns. It's a right and dark, only which side you choose on. Hey, if not now, then when? Hey, and if not me, then who? Hey, don't drink the Kool-Aid, my friends. Hey, try to tell you about this dude. Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing, bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. Hate to blow myself out right in their couches. Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. Shout out to them people. Mad ethnic right now.
I get it how I live it. I live it how I get it. Come to me, bitches. I pull it with a lemon. Knock a she ain't living. It's just your eyes get fitted. And this ain't a scrimmage. We ain't finished. I told you we won't stop. By the business. Like yours, but you rent it. Wave hello to the top. The bay wrong pie. Tell the paparazzi get the lens right. Got the window down top, blown live. Got the hazard on, only gon' fire. You can catch me, breathe, in the new look raw. And the truck behind me got all. Yeah, longer than the car. Just waiting for my thumb like the horns. Woo, this beat tastes like lunch, but it's running from veneers and it's running from the front. But every day, hey, when lemonade, I was afraid. Wasn't graduate, would I be okay? So I prayed and I played it free and but constellation is space. Worst beat, got a spark, couldn't chase.
Bounce on, like speakers in the face. 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 I get it how I live it. I live it how I get it. Got the bitches. I pull up with a lemon. Like she ain't living. It's just your eyes get acidic. And this ain't a scrimmage. We ain't finished. I told you we won't stop. Everybody business. Like girls, we spinning. Wave it low to the top. The babe one ride. Tell the paparazzi keep it in right. Tell the put the damn top on live. Got the hazard on, only gon' fly. You can catch me bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing.
Yeah, boy, I tell ya, this game finna flame up, bro. My talent speaks for itself. No short term for the long haul. You cat purrs, we long bros. Oh yeah, we out here. By the way, we outside. Look out, cause the coast is clear. Don't trip, cause we on, bro. And send to Denmark. And you think so? We whack, bro. International to be that, bro. And I ain't shy to producers ask for my trademark. Mark, set, ready, go. Pencil shots like rocker. Empty pieces like shackles. Clip my song now with some motion. Picture break this moment. It's my whole team. We moving cause we really about that focus now. We and yeah, it's going down. Now tell your team we on the move, bro. And if you ride it, keep it loud and throw the blues, no turning up on my site. We stay hype off of that loud back, and I'm high off these rhymes. Turn it down, down low. Who we killing my vibe? Yeah, no Kendrick, Jimi Hendrix. Power slide into the stage. Girl, what you say, bro? I can't hear you through my headphones. You talk wild with that BS. Good luck with selling that dope. Slow it down for my familia. Otoro be my backbone. Hold it down for my city. Missouri's getting that dope. Brother, now what's the info? They say that I'm so crazy. Rapping in Copenhagen. Body back rappers daily. Cause lately, no weighing on my part of town. And yes, down. And yeah, it's going down.
In the car like hello, blazing like a mellow. Top down, Benz 6'3", not a rental. 失败的恋牵着 let go， 想去 Tokyo 玩飘走，不要回头。到海里游，不用太多理由，关不住的心情飞得自由像个气球。在 El Nido 来一杯 Mojito， 找个出口 free your soul like this zone， 没有那么多流着眼泪的 night， 干嘛在乎别人眼光 live your life， 想要什么东西那就用力去 fight， 春气秋来 so do what you like。
What a life now, baby. I don't need you, quarter team out. I got a new whip and it's blacked out. Money don't stop, no time out. What a life now, baby. I don't need you, quarter team out. I got a new whip and it's blacked out. Money don't stop, no
I've been moving
time
like a
out.
boss now. In Hawaii with my homegirls. All the boys tryna lock down. But I'm doing what I want now. 快闪的时代，别太多想忙。生活像咖啡库，就是几家糖。上得了厅堂，下得了厨房。能像两一人，也可以一面都到。Living how I do, don't care what they think about me. Never follow rules, I'll be dancing all around it. 要活得漂亮，青春别让它过季。对得起自己，是最好的完美落地。All my queens go yeah yeah, we on like that. Round the world go yeah yeah, we on like that. All my kings go yeah yeah, we on like that. Round the world go yeah yeah, we on like that.
What a life now, baby. I don't need you, quarter team out. I got a new whip and it's blacked out. Money don't stop, no time out. What a life now, baby. I don't need you, quarter team out. I got a new whip and it's blacked out. Money don't stop, no time 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 out. What is life? I'm danger. Blacked out.
Baby bet, ayy, couple racks, ayy, couple Grammys on him, couple plaques, ayy, that's a fact, ayy, throw it back, ayy, and this one is for the champion. I ain't lost since I began. Funny how you said it was a yeah. You know we did it again. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them that the break is over. Need a couple number ones. Need a pack on every song. Need me like one with Nicki now. Tell her right now, I'll see her. I'm a partner like Bieber, I don't I'm queer, but then I'm a deal, yeah. Hey, oh, let do it. I ain't fall off, I just ain't release my news. I blew up and everybody trying to sue me. You call me Nas, but the hood call me Doobie. And this one is for the champion. I ain't lost since I began. Funny how you said it was a yeah. You know we did it again. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them that the break is over. My track record so clean, they couldn't wait to just bash me. I must be getting too flashy. Y'all shouldn't have let the world gas me. it's too late, cause I'm here to stay, and these girls know that I'm nasty. I sent her back to her boyfriend with my handprint on her. She city talking, we taking notes. Tell him all to keep making posts. Wish he could, but he can't get close. OG so proud of me that he choking up while he making toast. I'm the type that you can't control. Say I would, then I made it so. I don't clear up rumors. Where's your
好，现场所有的球迷朋友，加快你的脚步，我们待会即将要来开场喽！也邀请桃园远风云豹的球员们暂时停止赛前练习，谢谢。
Mine is coming sooner. I'm just a late bloomer. I didn't peak in high school, I'm still out here getting cuter. All these social networks and computers got these walking around like they ain't losers. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them that the break is over. Yeah. Only in the speed, baby. Only in the speed, baby.
I'm living in a small district, but I got big dream. 但我只想喝辣，绝对不能少了兄弟。It's kind of payback， 是哪里造就了我 ？Yeah， 251，That's my sick， A real MC 不会忘记来自哪里。A real MC 不是承认纸醉金迷。A real MC 说话总是让人惊喜。A real MC 并非让你真的见血，我有好多见解。Oh shit， 他们觉得我管太多，想要叫我练点。抱歉，人又住在海边，我的天赋无法糟蹋，我只能继续。
All right， 各位现场的朋友们，让我听到你们的尖叫声，掌声来一下！耶、2023年，大家新年快乐 ，Happy New Year！ 同时，先来欢迎颜值担当的 Shining Girls 女孩们一起来跟我们迎接本场比赛的到来。对上的是桃园永丰云豹，就在新一年的1月2号迎战我们台中太阳。 所以呢，希望大家保持住我们所有的能量，一起听到大家加油的声音。我们说太阳，你们说加油，让我们知道你的热情，给我们满满的能量。准备好了吗？跟着我们的女孩们，太阳，太阳，太阳，耶！谢谢你们，同时保持住最佳的热情，由我们今天带着微笑离开，拿下主场的胜利。 需要每一个环节都需要你们大声的来尽情的帮我们呐喊，以及罚球的干扰，扮演最佳第6人的角色。谢谢你们，也谢谢女孩。待会也会送上精彩的开场。台中太阳非常感谢在比赛的过程当中有非常多的赞助商以及来宾来到现场给我们支持以及加油。待会再来一一的介绍，但先来谢谢。 是随着水煮餐法式水煮专卖提供的套餐升级券，只要在过程当中太阳队送出1个主攻，我们就会送出3张的套餐升级券。所以希望可以因为这样子让大家更投入，同时预祝我们今天能够顺利的拿下比赛。首先要把目光持续放在场中，第一个表演团体来自于世界顶尖的 dancer，BD Doggies 来。 掌声鼓励一下，欢迎他们 ，Let's go！ 耶！掌声鼓励一下，谢谢由吊嘎以及北高组成的 BD Doggies， 他们也是参加过对岸节目《这就是街舞》的世界顶级的舞者，也多次获得了世界冠军的殊荣。再一次的掌声，谢谢他们。紧接着就要来欢迎我们的女孩喽 ，Let's go Shining Girls！
Throw that, twerk that, shake that, bounce that. Do it, baby, stick it, baby, move it, baby, lick it, baby, suck up on that click into that pussy, got a hickey, baby, watch big, coulda brought a Range Rover. Chain little, but I spent some change on it. Nigga mad, I'ma put the gang on him. They'll die about me, they'll bang on him. In that ass poke out the frame on him. Pussy so good, he got my name on it. Bitty pretty on the realest in the city. Only fucking with the plug. Got a nigga worth a billy showing love. Only talk about bands when he hit me. Chose him, he ain't pick me, and we never doing quickies. I want a slim by woman with some pork with her. I want a slim by woman with some pork with her. I want a slim by woman with some pork with her. I want a slim by woman with some pork with her. Pork, 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 pork.
Look, this sound like Cardi took the stage. This sound like Cardi with the braids. Jermaine the pre, baby, money in the thing. This pussy wild, they should throw it in the case. In my lifestyle, precise style. I be dripped up, and we wipe down. I see them hoes looking cold, looking stiff. Thick bitch, God's gift to a gift. Drop low in the back, shit that. I just drop kick your back, six pack. I just drop song, hit charts, impact, stop that. Shit check, it's back, never doing quickie. I want a slim by woman with some pork with her. I want a slim by woman with some pork with her. I want a slim by woman with some pork with her. I want a slim by woman with some pork with her. Pork, 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 pork with her. Pork with her. Pork, 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 pork. Pork, 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 pork. Pork, 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 pork. Pork, 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 pork with her. Pork, 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 pork with her. Pork, 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 pork with her. 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 Pork, 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 pork with her.
Turn the lights up.
耶！掌声鼓励，谢谢 Shining Girls 带来精彩的开场。待会一起来迎接比赛。接下来要正式欢迎桃园永丰鱼报球员们进场。首先欢迎0号陈孝荣，1号郑伟，3号陈建明，9号蔡阳明，11号罗振峰，15号高世杰，17号曾品富，82号刘元凯，桃园永丰云豹先发，2号苏奕杰，7号卢杰敏，13号林一辉，16号 Eden Rapeta。Number 24， 24号 Michael Afber， 桃园永丰云豹篮球队董事长刘庆良，执行长张建伟，球坛总监苏妍如，总教练刘家发，体适能训练教练 Coach Vidas。现场的朋友，你们准备好了吗？先把目光看向大荧幕。
10分的霹雳火。
Alright, let's welcome 掌声欢迎我们的球员台中太阳Number 5 5号身手火热，后场主宰者洪启源。Number 8 8号够粗够稳，防守沉稳，陈文宏。Number 13 13号后卫新秀，速度无法挡，李明秀。Number 14 14号新秀锋线，太阳集战力，邓永权。台中的队长，太阳士官长，团领队23号陈敬欢。太阳禁区的小皇帝45 45号温丽华。Number 11 11号得分杀手，重磅回归，马龙强森。And now starting 5. Number 6 6号蒙古骑士所向披靡，白上。Number 42 40号台中太阳外围神射手卢冠瑄。Number 22 2号拥有速度与力量，谢祖龙恩 Tony Bixer。浴血奋战伊朗战神32 32号 G32 Aaron。Number 41 41号国手之力，台中之力，大头苏一炬。台中太阳篮球队总经理汪慧杰，总教练 Coach Chris， 助理教练 Neil Technology， 助理教练周应洲，激励体能教练翁建凯，防务员黄奇俊，管理林宏斌。双方球员场中握手致意，进行最后的热身时间。
Go down in a minute, let me touch down. I'ma get it. Cause I been waiting all night to make it go from the friend zone to the end zone. Tryna take it to the house, baby, let's go. Cause I been waiting all night. It's game time. I'm a hustler, baby. Why you think they pay me? Let me know when you're ready to roll. Do 180 in the gray Mercedes, South Beach, where they love me the most. And you know they gon' watch me ballin' like a Michael Jordan and always win like he did in the fourth. When the shots is falling and the phones recording, yeah, you know that we doing the most. We gon' make it rain, 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 like we won a championship game. We gon' need some more champagne and take it all away. It's about to go down in a minute. Let me touch down. I'ma get it. Cause I been waiting all night to make it go from the friend zone to the end zone. Tryna take it to the house, baby, let's go. Cause I been waiting all time. I'ma let you shop until your fingers sore. I'ma bought a credit card made from NBA floor. Hey, it's game time and I'm in the post. Nah, me and your ex can't have the same score. Tryna hit the
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, fans of all ages, wherever you are, however you're watching, welcome to the T1 universe. Just like that, we've left forward into 2023. Today's solo match is Game 32, Taoyuan Leopards at Taichung Suns home court. Leopards are still looking to break their losing streak, while the Suns will try to get one win for this weekend's homestand. We are here located at NTU Sports University Gymnasium today, 5,500 capacity. My name is Taylor Chen, yours truly for the English play-by-play. Here with me today is my partner, Scotty D. Scotty, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Looking forward to Game 32 here on the schedule. Dwight Mania, happy to be a part of it.
So take a look at the standings right now. CTBC DEA still on top despite Aqua's win against the Suns the day before, but only one game behind. Kaohsiung Aquas could stand a chance to tie up the rankings again at their homestand next weekend. Taiwan Beer Hero Bears squeezed out a win against the Tainan Ghost Hawks yesterday, and our matchup today, Taichung Suns against the Taoyuan Leopards. Here on the screen, you can see Coach Chris Gavina. Coach Gavina has had experience at the PBA. And game notes for today, we're going to be looking forward to Suns imports, particularly newly signed forward Marlon Johnson, longest tenure amongst today's imports as he's played a full season with the DEA. Bishop, Johnson, and Jaramapour combined scores 61 points on Saturday against the Aquas. If Marlon stays consistent with his field goal percentage, they'll do what is needed to help the Suns get that win. Second point, Su Yijie, or former GM turned player Brett, had an impressive debut back in the uniform. Within the same week, Brett stepped down as GM, got to be Leopards starting five. The 35-year-old proved to be an asset in last Saturday's game, scoring 17 points. And finally, Leopards highlight from Christmas Eve, not so new kid on the block anymore, Michael Fiba.
Michael Fiba can fill it up. I've seen this guy play a couple games now, and he can fill up the hoop.
So far, his scoring average is 26.3 points, reached a personal record of 43 points on Christmas Eve. We are going to be sitting down with FIBA himself. We're going to be talking about his contributions to the team and how they have the advantage.
So somebody has to win. So, I mean, that's our biggest advantage is everybody's hungry. Nobody wants to keep losing. So hopefully we come out and we fight very, very hard.
As we mentioned before, his hands are hot and he's still kicking, so hopefully we will see Adam Lepeta contribute a little bit more on the scoring as he only made 2 points in the last game.
Yeah, Taichung's missing a true big man today, and I'd like to see Adam Lepeta step up. Last game, he was 1 for 2. That's 50% from the floor. I think he's got to be a little more aggressive today down on the post.
Absolutely, and here on the screen we can see Bishop and talking about today's strategy in the game.
Opportunity to score. That's if we have open shots, we have to shoot. Penetrating to the rim, find each other. Just being aggressive on offensive end, whenever we get turnovers on defense, to be able to run the floor and convert on those plays. And that's all it is for us, is continue to be aggressive. We know that Stone was a scorer, but we often score too as well. We just have to be aggressive.
Just sat down with Tony Bishop, who is the import of the month for the month of November. Scored 22 points overall in the last month. going to be looking forward to seeing what he can contribute to today's game. So Scotty D, what do you think are some things that we're going to be looking forward to in today's game?
Well, we got two teams here that are battling losing streaks. We got the Leopards are on a 7-game losing streak. The Suns have lost 4 straight. Someone's going to break out of a losing slump today, and we're going to get to witness it. I think the assists, I'd like to see more from the local guys. It seems to me like it's a lot of import on import towards late in the game. I'd like to see the supporting cast step up a little bit more, hit some shots.
Yeah, absolutely. The Leopards today, as we saw on the active roster on Instagram, for those who do not follow T1's Instagram, get the latest updates, make sure to follow t1league.basketball. Typically, Leopards only have 2 import players on the active roster before FIBA and Lepeta. Deonta Davis and Troy Williams were the only active players. Now, Troy Williams off the roster, Deonta Davis still on the injury reserve today.
Not able to play for a month on the injury reserve. That's a tough call. I guess that's a T1 league rule where you got to sit out for a month, which is kind of hard if you just got to, you rolled an ankle, he's got to sit out a month now.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. So he was put on the injury roster on December 18th. So we talked to conditioning and development coach Jimmy Vitas, and he said, you know, they tried to bring it up to the T1 League. Unfortunately, they couldn't get a unanimous vote to bring him back on the roster. So earliest we will see Davis is January 18th.
Interesting speaking with Jimmy V. He talks about the aggressiveness and the physicality of this league versus the NBA. You know, he's got some serious experience under his belt. Was a strength and conditioning coach for the Rockets. And he talks about, you know, the referees kind of leave the whistle in the pocket here and let them bang. You know, NBA touch fouls all over the place. So it's interesting to watch.
Right, absolutely. I think some people, it is important to note that SBL, another professional league here in Taiwan, they're a lot more physical. They're going to wrap their arms around you, and the refs they're not going to bat an eye or make a call on that. So some of the SBL OGs here, including Ryan Ling Yihui, number 13, and Brett himself, Su Yijie, they are all going to, as we see throughout the game, they're going to be very physical.
Yeah, NBA, there's no hand checking. Here, Jimmy's telling us you can get 2 hands on the player, you can get a forearm on the player. So it's a really aggressive style of play, the T1 League.
Another thing to note today, Dwight Howard.
Spoiler alert.
is not on the roster tonight, but he is still doing his thing, being the Leopards' best cheerleader and coach.
He is one of the most expensive cheerleaders I've seen.
Absolutely.
It's good to see him, though. He's talking with the players, and he really like a third coach out there, you know. And it's nice to see that he's actually, you know, dressed. He's not in street clothes. So it's giving the fans some hope and the kids some hope that he might actually play. But sorry, kids, no Dwight today.
Get to see him, but we won't see him do a sick dunk or anything like that.
We get to see him. He was dancing in the warm-ups. It was fun already.
Yeah, he was doing the Dougie right in front of us.
That's
so
right.
That was pretty sick.
Right.
But, you know, Dwight always says, you know, it's more than just basketball for him. Obviously, playing the game and helping to get the Leopards into the championship is important. But as a lot of you guys can see on the live stream, he's going to be showing up at schools, and he's going to be very active amongst the community.
He's done so much for the community. He's just not used to playing the minutes. You know, in his last couple years in the NBA, he was getting 8, maybe 9 minutes a game. And he played 45 minutes in back-to-back games, which probably took a toll on him physically.
We have on the screen the starting 5. We got 2, Brett, 7, Lou, 13, Ryan, FIBA, and Lepeta. And the Suns, we got Lou, also Besa, Allen, Bishop, and Jaramapur.
Besa, the pride of Mongolia.
Yeah, absolutely. So Besa is actually considered a local player. T1 League made him the exception. So Commissioner Edward Chang of T1 says, so long as you have attended local Taiwan college here for at least 3 years, you are considered a local player. So he won't have any limitations on minutes like Al-Bashir Gadiaga of CTBC DEA.
Now, no Diamond Stone on the roster. I guess the Taichung Suns have said goodbye to Diamond Stone. He was one of their top performers. He's now left the league. So that's going to help the Leopards.
It's going to help the Leopards. Hopefully, Marlon Johnson, he was an inconsistent shooter last season with the DEA, so hopefully we'll see him contribute a little bit more in today's game to, like you mentioned before, break that 4-game losing streak.
Marlon Johnson, he's a stretch big man. Likes to play on the perimeter, likes to play down low. He kind of idolizes KD, and that's how he kind of styles his gameplay. Got a lot of players that can shoot the ball, a lot of players that can dribble the ball, but we don't have very much big men out there today. We got just 15 feet of people in Tainan. We got Sim at 7'5", and that other guy 7'7".
Right.
Today we got Adam.
Adam stands at 7'1" from Poland as we kick off the game. Brett passes to his previous ex-teammate Ryan.
Ryan starts it off with a nice mid-range jumper. Make that a 3.
Besa handling the ball over half court. Finds Jaramapur. Jaramapur, British, Iranian.
Oh, Aaron G with the baby hook over the middle. That's a tough shot. I like the defense from Adam there. Not much you can do about that.
Brett had, like we mentioned before, a really impressive first debut as Lepeta doesn't quite make that hook shot.
I'd like to see more of that. I'm okay with him missing up close like that.
And a dunk by Jaramapur.
Aaron G brings it down, gives us a flex.
He's going to start off strong. I'm surprised we didn't see his arms flex right there.
Gives us a flex. Now these stanchions look like they're going to come down if he dunks like that again.
Absolutely. Lou passing the ball to Lepeta. Lepeta versus Jaramapur. And he makes that one.
Lepeta has just equaled his shot attempts from the last game. I like his aggressive starting the game off.
Notice that FIBA isn't on the court, FIBA.
No, there he is.
FIBA against Bishop. Bishop, the Panamanian American.
Oh,
4 seconds left.
Aaron's gonna shoot it.
Jump shot, no problem.
Aaron G is gonna be a problem playing like this. Here we go.
FIBA from the 3-point line, bounces off the rim. Besa is gonna get that rebound.
Oh, good team.
Lets that ball slip. Ryan is going to find FIBA. Are we going to see some dunking? Yes, sir, we are.
Mikey FIBA bringing it down. He went off for 43 in a loss, unfortunately, but he can. This guy, when he's got the ball in his hands, he can score from anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, Scotty D. So you told me that you were able to talk to FIBA. Tell me a little bit about what he said about.
I'm trying to reach out to these guys, trying to find stuff online. I just ended up adding him on Instagram. You know, he's a family guy. He's here with his wife and his daughter, and he's here. It's all business. You know, he doesn't go out for New Year's Eve. It's all business. He's here to win games for the Leopards.
Ryan jump shot from the charity stripe. They're going to start a fast break.
Oh, good steal.
FIBA intercepting that pass.
Most of these offenses are initiated by that high screen there. It's good to see him go shoulder to shoulder.
You saw Allen and Jaramapur double teaming on FIBA. They know that he's going to be the top scorer today.
Oh, they got to be keen on FIBA after 43 points.
Yeah, absolutely.
And his percentages were high too. You know, he's not just chucking everything.
Leopards have the highest field goal attempts in the league. Unfortunately, their field goal percentage doesn't quite match.
Yeah, where they're lacking is in assists. You look at their one win, they had 25 assists, and you look at most of their losses. I think they got to move the ball around more and share. You know, Mike FIBA can get it done, but I'd like to see him dish out to an open look. You know, he's going to get two at the charity stripe here. I think they match up well today.
So, Scotty, tell us a little bit about your own playing and coaching experience from the past.
Oh, well, standing 200 centimeters tall, I was this big when I was 15, so I was kind of forced into basketball. But I played university basketball in Canada, played university college, played Division I for a year. Just a fan of the sport, and my ankles gave out on me a couple years ago, so now I'm a real fan of the sport.
Since you've been here for some time now, 15 years, would you say?
15 years.
How would you say the evolution of basketball has presented itself?
I used to go to SBL games back in, about 10 years ago, and there would be about 30 to 100 people there just looking around. I mean, it's Dwight Mania. The fans, we got 5,500 capacity. I'd say we got about maybe 4,000 in here today. The evolution, it went from no people to people, and it's good to see. Dwight Howard's done a lot for Taiwan in terms of basketball and the interest in basketball, and I'd like to see it continue to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. Howard is obviously an icon himself. So for people outside of basketball who are just big fans of the NBA, big fans of high caliber stars, you know, it's going to bring more attention on the 3 basketball leagues here. So we have the T1 League, obviously, Plus League, and SBL Super Basketball League.
The T1 League has got to be the most popular at the moment, with the exception of the Sinju Lioneers.
Lepetta taps it right back in. Nice save.
FIBA looking for the foul. Adam right there with the putback. That's where I want to see Adam get most of his points today, right under the hoop. He is a true big man out there today.
Besa passes it to Jaramapour. Lou is on him like white on rice. Besa lets the ball bounce out.
Most of these offenses are initiated by that high screen and roll, and it makes the offensive player get to decide what he's going to do based on the defender. And right there, Adam made the right call, staying with Aaron. FIBA right to the hole.
Bishop getting the rebound. Doesn't quite execute that layup there.
He's getting good looks. Getting good looks.
Lou trying to intercept that pass, but still Suns possession right now.
Not much of an out-of-bounds play there, just kind of a dribble handoff.
8 seconds left. Bishop's going to make a jump shot. Another bounce off the rim.
Uh-oh. Water on the floor.
Ball slips.
He's got to get up.
Bishop just by himself. Something to take note as we saw Ryan slip. The reason why a lot of times the stadiums are so cold here is there's a polymer coating on all of these basketball floors, so they have to keep the temperature cold. Otherwise, if there's any sort of humidity, it's going to be extra slippery for these players.
Well, that's one slip so far. Luckily, he wasn't injured. There's that high screen and roll. Lepetta.
Big flop right there.
To the face. Let's get into it here. Former GM Brett with the finger right in the face.
Jaramapour getting the crowd going.
That's an interesting transition for Brett to go from GM to now player.
It's definitely very unprecedented. So there was some social media controversy which had caused him to voluntarily resign from the GM role. But within the same week, he announced that he was back on the Leopards roster.
And that's a nice, when you're the GM, you're like, you know what, I'm not going to be the GM anymore. I'm going to suit up and play.
Going to be GM and basketball player.
I've heard a player coach before, but not a GM player.
Absolutely, as a timeout will be, or
we're going 10-10 into the timeout here. You know what, so far, I like what I'm seeing from our big man in Leopards here. I wanted him to be more aggressive, and already he's got 4 shot attempts, which is double his attempts from the last game. Dwight Howard right in there in the timeouts, not playing, but really were part of this whole.
Yeah, you know, we talked about GM and player. Well, Dwight Howard, he's the most expensive cheerleader, coach, advisor. He's also like a street dancer. You know, he was doing the little Dougie earlier before. So
now, if this was the zoo, would he be the panda exhibit?
Maybe.
Unfortunately, we can't get Deontay Davis in there today. Mr. Michigan basketball, leader in blocks. I think they're going to need him back as soon as possible. So the soonest he can return is mid-January, am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's about January 18th. So he's fully recovered from a right ankle sprain, but unfortunately with the T1 rules, he still won't be able to play on the court.
So even though he's healthy, he's got to sit.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
It's got to be really tough for him. He is the leader for blocks so far in this season with 4 average per game.
And he played last year in the T1 league, right?
He did, yes.
Yeah, I think he was the blocking champion.
Yes. Troy Williams and Deonta Davis, they were both in the Leopards' full season last year.
Yeah, Troy Williams done for the year. Has left Taiwan.
Yes, we do not see him on the bench. He was removed from the roster.
Which means he can't be put back on, right?
Yes, correct. So T1 rules say once you are removed, you cannot be put back in. Now, a lot of people ask us, can T1 players be put into Plus League? So when it comes to locals, yes, but unfortunately,
Aaron G with a step back.
Plus League will not take in released T1 import players. Brett handling the ball to Lepeta.
Here comes the ball screen. Oh, get it to Adam.
Ryan to Lepeta. Lepeta back.
There we go. Nice to see him scoring in the post.
Absolutely. It's still really surprising to see that he only scored 2 points their last game on Christmas Eve.
What's more surprising is he only shot the ball twice, and he played over 30 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Allen from the 3.
Lepeta's got to get all those rebounds today. Looking at him on the floor, he is gigantic.
FIBA being double teamed once again. It's going to be a foul call on Jaramapur.
FIBA's going to get 2 at the line here. Now that one there might have been a travel, but he's got bailed out with the foul.
Gonna be a TV timeout call. The score is currently 13-12. Suns only leading by 1 point. Folks, we will be right back.
哥来帮我们丢好了，丢赠品。来，帮我们丢一个。好久不见，泰安哥。好，哪边想要的，给泰安哥呼应一下。我来处理一下这边的，手上还有一个送给你们。好了，谢谢泰山哥，谢谢女孩们。烧酒餐饮集团提供的和牛兑换券送给各位，持续的奖品要来发送给大家。 再来听一下大家热情的加油声，太阳，太阳，太阳，加油 ，Let's go！
Welcome back, folks. Taoyuan Leopards at the Taichung Sun Stadium here today. We returned back from a TV timeout. FIBA is going to make 2 free throw shots.
Now, Mike FIBA, he's a real globetrotter. He's played all over the world. He played Nigerian national team. Did not play on the national team that beat the USA, though, in 2019. He opted not to play for family reasons. And you know what? He puts his family first.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you mentioned before that he brought his family here.
Brought his whole family here.
Yeah.
He fell in love with hot pot in his time in China when he played in Chengdu, which he says is the home of hot pot, which I can't confirm or deny.
That we will have to look up ourselves. And apparently he got his name FIBA from China as well. What did you learn about that?
He told me that FIBA means fly high, but it's Fei Ba, which means fly away, right? My Chinese?
Yes, Fei Ba means fly away.
When I told him that, he's like, no, it means fly high. I'm not going to argue with him. That's his name he's going with. So we got
we're gonna respect it.
Mikey FIBA, that's right.
Starting off again, Liu against Liu. Quick passing, 8 seconds left. Besa is gonna drive it in, but a high pass getting it out of bounds. Solid defense.
I like the way the Taoyuan Leopards have come out of the gate here. They're not really settling for the outside shot. They're working it inside.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a kickball. Reset that shot clock.
So we just saw earlier on the screen Coach Chris Gavina. We mentioned before he used to be a coach for the PBA. We have been getting a lot of Filipino talent, whether it's players or coaches. Scotty, what do you think is the reason why people have been so interested in getting Filipino talent?
Well, basketball in the Philippines is huge. Even Kobe Bryant said back in the day, if they had to play the Filipino national team wearing tinsellas, because they grew up playing basketball in sandals, so they can move real fast. Like the PBA league the interest is much higher than Taiwan. You go to these games and they are electric, but they're only allowed one import player on each team. So I think the local talent gets a little more attention when you only have one import player on a team.
Filipino players are probably taller there too, I assume, as Bishop throws it short from the three-point line, but makes a hook shot right back in, recovered it just perfectly.
Called an off-the-ball foul there. Foul on the pass. Here we got Brett, the GM, warming up. Or sorry, the player, former GM.
Former GM, like Prince, formerly known as Prince.
Exactly.
Smile is put back in. Smile is the Leopards Rookie of the Season. He was in the top 5 rookie category for the interleague play. First time ever for Taiwanese basketball for all 3 leagues to play preseason games this year.
Now a name like Smile, it sounds like his English is as good as my Chinese, to tell you the truth.
The hook shot, not
Adam
making
swallows
it
up
through.
that rebound.
Last week, T1 announced that they changed a couple rules, or the rule for T1 imports. They went from 3 players to 4. Liu making a nice floater shot.
I like Liu's game. He looks to score, he looks to pass. He reads what the defense is giving him, and he's really good at getting it in the hoop.
Yeah, so far this season, he has shown to be quite a solid outside shooter. One of the games he had shot a 9 for 15 3-point shots as FIBA's gonna go fast break in. Smile from the right side.
Smile's got to hit that.
Hits it off the iron there. Under the low post, Allen makes it in, no problem against Liu.
Now, they are allowed to play zone in this league, but talking to Jimmy V before the game, they don't play zone. The local players here aren't really good at playing zone. But I'd like to see Adam Lepeta just hang out under the hoop with his arms up, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, like we mentioned before, getting a lot of Filipino talent. There's going to be a lot of international coaches slowly funneling into these Taiwan leagues. So, for instance, obviously, windmill dunk by Geronimo.
Aaron G bringing it down and giving us a second flex. That's his second dunk today.
There's those biceps that we were asking for.
We're going to see those today.
FIBA against Besa. Float shot in.
Good
Nothing
answer.
but net.
Good answer. FIBA's a baller. Focus. He's lightning focus before the game. He's got his warm-up routine. He's got his headphones on. You can tell he's ready to play today.
Yeah, we see that a lot of the imports, they are really in their zone. They are in their own space when they have their headphones on.
Yeah, they're all shut out.
Bishop spins move, tries to make a jump shot.
See, that's with the T1 league and the NBA. NBA, there's going to be a call there. Block, charge, something. When someone goes flying, but I like that. No call. There we go again. Hammered. No call.
An attempt by Ryan. Bishop already on the other side. He's going to make an easy shot there. Still
FIBA
not making it
swallows
through.
That rebound. All right, let's get a ball screen here. Let's get Adam down on the post.
Looks like Coach Bao of the Leopards has a few substitutions ready.
Rolling. Oh.
Lets it slip. Bishop is going to come in.
Don't let him. There we go. It's a good foul. Make him make 2 at the line. That's a good foul. Nothing malicious there. Just didn't want him to get a dunk in his home building.
Number 13, Ryan of the Leopards. Previously with the Plus League team, Hsinchu Lioneers, he has shown to be quite an asset with the Leopards. He started the last 2 games so far.
Adam getting a break on the bench here, and Dwight teasing everybody by standing at the table. He's not subbing in.
On the court right now, we have Marlon Johnson subbing in for Jaramapur.
Marlon Johnson's a guy to watch.
As well as Captain Huang.
Captain Huang?
Yes. Number 23. Bishop, also a family guy himself. He has his wife Fox and their 2 daughters here.
Tony Bishop, Lithuanian League All-Star, Danish League All-Star, played for the Texas State Bobcats in the Sun Belt Conference. He's been playing professional basketball since 2006. I asked him about the most competitive countries he's played in. I asked him how he ranked Taiwan in the most competitive countries, and he politely put Taiwan in the top 10. Didn't actually give me a number. He said, I put him in the top 10. I said, good answer.
Yes, that's a very
answer.
Diplomatic answer.
Yeah.
He's been around long enough to know how to answer those kinds of questions.
I was hoping for something a little more juicy, but no.
Tony being subbed in. Tries to go for the in. Bishop's going to get that rebound. Fast break by Johnson. He's going to try it. No.
There's a foul call. They let him play. They let him hit, but that was a foul. It's going to send Marlon Johnson to the line. Oh, they called it on the floor. That's a break for the Leopards.
Captain on the baseline.
Ooh.
Marlon with a jump shot, but rattles out.
Reset, ball screen, roll.
Long 2 seconds left. Tony Bishop on the last second.
I got this. I got this.
First three-point shot right there for Bishop.
Gives us the 3 to the head look.
I think he was looking right at us.
I think he was trying to tell me that I got this.
High sub in.
All right, let's get. Oh.
3-point shot.
That shot you can get any time in the shot clock. I'd like to see them working in the post a little bit more.
Looked like there was a travel there.
You're going to call foul. FIBA. I think he held him. He did hold him. Tony Bishop, American-born Panamanian from Dallas, Texas, to the line.
From Dallas, Texas, currently living in Florida. Just misses his first free throw. You could be in the professionals, you could be an NBA, you could be a middle school player, but free throws.
You got to make them.
Yep, you got to make them.
You got to make them.
Everyone still has problems with them.
It comes down to a mental thing sometimes with free throws. You know, you really got to get focused, get your pre-shot routine. Sometimes you're just having a slump. You got to shoot yourself out of it.
Bishop so far scoring 13 points, getting 5 rebounds, 2 assists in this game.
Oh,
FIBA slips and slides, makes in that layup beautifully.
FIBA took on all 4 Suns there.
FIBA, he has scored 7 points so far in this quarter. Bishop holding the ball.
I'd like to see him force him left there. See, let's get him shooting to his left. Oh, referee says no. Referee didn't like it. What's his call?
It's gonna be some
He hasn't indicated.
tension in between number 17 Fu and Johnson. You see him kind of leaning toward bumping into Johnson a few times there.
I like how the defender came out, guarded Tony up high, but you gotta force him left. You gotta force him left. All these guys like to go right. So they're calling a jump ball. So the ball went out of bounds, and they don't know who it went out of bounds off of. It's a polite way of saying we missed it.
Huh, no wonder it happens so many times in T1.
Well, you know, NBA, they get the luxury of a replay. Oh, Tony, that's an ill-advised, oh, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter. I take that back. That's a good shot for Tony.
Good attempt there. The score is currently 25-20. Suns taking the lead. We will be right back with the second quarter.
好，第一节的时间，我们要来抽出8位的幸运球迷朋友，待会在第2节要来玩中场游戏 Logo Shot。今天的奖金累计到前一场总共4万块钱，所以拿出来你的票根，我们会依序找出8位的球迷朋友。待会在第2节的时候，邀请你下来玩 Logo Shot 拿奖金的中场游戏。 首先，第一位 iPhone 购票的86130874，收值联的号码 86130874，86130874。第二位500-71744，500-71744，500-71744。另外一位20615206，20615206，20615206。254728，254728，254728，下一位82035731，82035731，82035731，全家售票系统买的入场连 B640，B640，下一位全家系统购买的门票入场连 B4622，B4622，B4622。iPhone 系统购买的41949748，41949748。好，以上8位球迷朋友，请大家注意一下，再来附送一次：86130874，5006-22728，82035731，B640，B4622。419497。
Welcome back, folks. The Taichung Suns playing the Taoyuan Leopards. You see on the screen, we're trying to get to know the import players a little bit better. So a little focus on Marlon Johnson here. Loves seafood, pizza, quesadillas, pastas, and he makes them all himself. He is from Chicago, Illinois. He also mentioned that he loves tacos, and they make some pretty dang tacos over there. And on the bottom, he's got 8 siblings in total, 3 sisters and 5 brothers. He is the number 5th sibling in the family. That is a tribe.
He's coming from the Canadian Professional Basketball League, which is not an oxymoron. He played for the Saskatchewan Rattlers, helped them capture their first ever championship. Interesting transfer.
He was also able to get the Edmonton Stingers a 2021 championship. So for viewers who don't know, the CEBL is a summertime Canadian league, so it only goes from May till August.
He grew up in Joliet, Illinois, which apparently is a rough area of Chicago, and he credits his grandmother for helping keeping him alive, is what he was telling me.
That's amazing.
In high school, they forced him to play center because he's just so tall, but he wanted to be a small forward his whole life. So he's finally getting that opportunity here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Same starting off again.
Oh.
Jump shot, air ball in it.
Pushes off and they let him play. I like watching this kind of basketball.
Brett is back in the game. He had 2 fouls in the first quarter, so they took him off for a little bit of time. Brett somehow makes that shot
after an apparent double dribble that turned into a nice hoop for Brett.
I don't know about you, I definitely see that kind of style where the shot is not the prettiest, but they were able to execute it as Lepeta blocks that shot.
Get that out of here.
No, 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 not in this house.
I'd like to see Adam just kind of zone up under the hoop, but the problem is Aaron G here. He can hit the 3, so he's got to stay with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Aaron G is, we mentioned before, both of these guys are not as big, but...
Good D. Shot clock violation and a block on a baseline 3. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, great block by Tony, number 11 of the Leopards. As I was mentioning before, we don't, we talked about this. We don't have significantly big guys compared to the Towers on the Ghost Hawks. So, Duramapur, he's actually more the versatile bigs in this matchup in today's game. He can be a perimeter, a mid-range shooter.
Tainan Ghost Hawks, they got Sim at 7'5", and the other 7'7" guy is 15 feet of people guarding the hoop.
7'7", we're talking about Igara.
Igara. I thought it was Edgar. Can we call him Edgar? Let's call him Edgar. Big E.
Duramapur finds Marlon with a rainbow pass. Behind the back to Aaron G. It's going to be a foul call on number 11.
I thought Marlon was pulling that baseline 3 for sure.
It's going to be a substitute in. Ryan in for FIBA.
So what about you, Taylor? Tell me about you. You're an You're one of the agents for some of these players?
Yeah, so viewers, for those who don't know, I am actually a sports agent. So I have a couple of players here today, Marlon Johnson and Tony Bishop.
No big deal. You got sports agent, sports caster, sports everything here from Taylor.
I'm telling you, I'm like one of those people who, you know, GM and player. I'm a sports agent and broadcaster. Trying to do it all, Scotty.
And so talking about that Diamond Stone that left the T1 League, and he has gone to greener pastures in a professional league in Mongolia.
Yes, absolutely. Last week it was announced that Diamond Stone was released from the Suns and still able to find a place to land.
Mongolian Professional Basketball League. That is not an oxymoron, folks. That's a real thing.
I think when we all heard that, we were all questioning.
I went straight to the Google phone to figure out what kind of league they have in Mongolia.
Through the Google phone, people. Jump shot by Ryan.
It's a good look.
It's going to be a careless foul on number 2, Brett. Third foul so far already.
You don't want to foul someone 190 feet away from the hoop.
You know, it's interesting to see Brett and Ryan on the court. Again, these are 2 SBL OGs, so you're going to see them be more physical. And when they try to prevent players from scoring, they're going to make these fouls, and they might be a little bit careless on that way.
I guess they're looking more for the leadership from these older guys than actually balling.
Yeah, absolutely. Jaramapur to Besa.
Oh, Besa with the crossover.
Marlon's holding on to the ball last second.
Shot that one from Sinju.
Right against Besa. Besa on him, but it's going to be
That's
2
an
free throw
interesting
shots.
foul there.
Foul call on number 6, Besa.
Brett to the line to hit 2. I got him making 2 here.
Besa played in the UBA Taining Skywalkers, the 3-on-3 team here in Taiwan. So he's got 3-on-3 experience. So hopefully they could use some of that experience here with the Suns.
Oh, Brett, you got to knock that down, Brett.
Every single point counts. So Leopards have to make those free throw shots. That's the reason why it's called charity stripe. You're supposed to get those points.
Oh.
And another one out of the rim. Suns have yet to score in this quarter, still at 25 points.
Referee sorting it out here.
That's a I'm going to see the replay right there.
Now, when he crosses his arms like that, he's calling an intentional foul. I think he called a tripping foul there.
Nine seconds left on the clock. Besa finds Captain Huang.
Oh,
3
Captain.
points.
That was smooth. You see a lot of that, the drive and dish, the drive and kick to a wide open 3-point set shooter. Biggest difference between the shooters here and other leagues is it's all set shots.
Ball nearly gets intercepted by Lou, 42 of the Suns. Ryan gonna reposition, but Marlon swabs the ball out.
They call foul. Yeah, he did get quite a bit of arm on that one. He did get quite a bit of arm.
Gonna be a substitution. Number 3, Jim for Brett.
Brett looks like he might have hurt himself. He's pointing at his leg. There we go.
Free throw shot in. Score is 28-23. Suns leading by 5 points, now 4 points.
Good to see Ryan knock those down at the line. We need the local guys to be hitting these free throws.
Subbing out former GM.
Here we go,
Brett
turn and face.
has 4 fouls already, and we are not even halfway through the second quarter. Besa makes a nice hook shot.
Good pass, good find. That's that extra rotation on the defender's got to be right there for him.
Ryan finds Jim, quick passes
There's
to...
that set shot, and that was long.
Had time to pass it on to another player, but decided to make a...
See, when Adam sets that high screen at the top of the key, they got to use him, because if they don't use him, then he's just hanging out there, and then he's not able to rebound. So they really got to initiate the offense by using Adam's high screen. Allows him to turn, face the hoop, roll to the hoop, and then he's in perfect rebounding position, and probably on a mismatch. Let's get back to Adam in the post.
Another foul call for 13 Ryan.
Now the
Captain from the 3-point line, another air ball.
We're good. We match yours with ours. Nice.
You get one, I get one.
So we got a 6-team league here, and the top 5 make the playoffs. There's a play-in game between the 5 and the 4 seed. Leopards are currently in 6th place. So Dwight has mentioned that he might return after Chinese New Year, is what Coach Vitas was telling us.
Yes, absolutely. So right now they're just making sure his conditions are okay at this time, but they're gonna take their time to properly make sure that he's fully recovered.
They just have to squeak into that 5 spot. And the way it works is it's the 5 plays against the 4 in a best of 3. However, the 4th place team gets spotted to win. So the 5th place team has to win 2 in a row to make it into the playoffs. And right now we got the Taichung Suns, 5th place, and the new Taipei City Drug Enforcement Agency in number 1. Am I right?
That is correct.
Because it's always sunny in Taichung, right? And it's always, well, anyways, the new Taipei City or the Drug Enforcement Agency.
Yeah, so some of these names, they do make sense. So Kaohsiung Aquas, you know,
by the ocean.
Harbor City, yeah. And then, like you mentioned, the Suns, but DEA was a
and I'm from New
choice.
Taipei City. I don't see a big drug problem, but maybe I'm not in the right areas. And their mascot's like a RoboCop. Oh, here we go. Set shot.
3-point shot, but another 3-point shot by Captain Huang.
They got to chase that guy off the 3-point line. They can't let him shoot set shots. I'm watching these guys warm up. They can all hit set shots.
Called timeout for Coach Bo.
Yeah, we got to stop this run.
We will be right back. Score is 33-25. We are still in the second quarter.
said, we bought the shit like autobahn, yeah， 兄弟们准备一起发了，我的地上地下。
好，大家看一下我们的大荧幕 ，Power Cam 出来喽，照到镜头的可以来比一下我们 Aaron 的动作，展现你的 Power， 你的肌肉来了，这位美女来比一下，耶！好，泰山哥，还有我们的委员。 谢谢，暂停，时间到。好，同时我们要欢迎一下待会要来中场游戏的球迷朋友，手上的收纸连的号码861308745007742061520625247228。
Welcome back, folks. You can see the Power Cam Aaron Duramapour doing his thing after he scores, makes a dunk.
He flexes.
He flexes.
That's his thing. That's his signature move, is the flex.
Shoot, if you got those guns, like
sure.
flaunt them. Going to start
one
off.
bright spot for the Leopards is their only win came against the current #1 team, the DEA. So any given Sunday here, I think if they stay hungry, they might be able to squeeze into the playoffs.
High screen by Lepeta. Ryan is going to come in, but a block by Marlon Johnson stops him from that.
Now Marlon Johnson, that's one of your guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you get a commission every time he gets a block like that? A couple cents?
Unfortunately, no, that was not set in that contract. That's maybe something that we could think about throwing it into the contract. Jim!
Tough shot. Tough shot.
Tough shot hits the rim. Besa's going to handle the ball right over again.
See, at the start of the game, they were doing high screen and rolls with Adam, getting him in the post. I want them to get back to that.
FIBA still sitting out in this quarter. 7 seconds left. He's going to try for a jump shot in.
There's your boy, Marlon Johnson.
There's my boy, Marlon Johnson, a.k.a. Marley.
Marley.
Yeah, like Bob Marley.
Or Marley and Me.
Yes, that's right.
I'm thinking he's more the Bob Marley type.
I think so, too. Most definitely Bob Marley type. Jim against Besa.
Oh, yeah, good
Fu.
take. Oh, I'd like to see him go up strong with that.
FIBA coming right back in with Lou.
FIBA's had a good rest here. Let's see him light it up.
I'm sure he doesn't need it, but as we can see in the score, 35-25, they could definitely use his help.
They can't afford him to be on the bench for much longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
The New Zealand scoring champion, 2009. Now Adam Lapita shooting threes.
Doesn't happen too much.
Looking at his stat line, I think that might have been his second three-point attempted.
The two giants against each other. Jeramapur getting it through with a hook shot.
Aaron G has some really soft hands, and he can really work well around the hoop. That was a good-looking baby hook.
Jeramapur has played for the Iranian national team as that ball's going to rattle out by Lou.
I'd like to see Lou get going, too. The games I've seen, he can fill it up.
He's got huge potential. Yeah, definitely. I don't have the score right now, but the game with Howard's debut against the DEA, him and Tony had really impressive numbers. Tony, number 11, scored 26 points, this season's highest for him.
Tough shot.
Nice net shot by
Can't let this score get away from us here. We got 39-25. Taichung Suns are getting whatever they want down low.
Gonna be a
away from the ball foul. I'm going to call that one a body check.
Yeah. Body check on number 13, Ryan. Tony Bishop subbed in for Johnson.
I think he might have acted a little bit there, but a little bit too much contact.
Some flopping.
He hit him.
Yes. Lou jump pass. Tapped into Jeramapur.
Jeramapur nails it. Soft hands, nice touch, big man that can shoot the three. I like his game.
Just drops it in. I mean, he is really so soft with those hands.
He makes those threes look like free throws.
Definitely.
Tough shot. Good
Just
rebound.
missing Lepeta.
Lepeta, that's where you need to be, my man. Under the hoop, getting rebounds and putting back garbage points. He wanted a foul call there, but you know what? When you're that big on the floor, you're not going to get the foul. Just make it, dunk it.
Absolutely. Lepeta so far scoring 7 points. We are in the second quarter. 4 minutes, 9 seconds left in this quarter. Tony Bishop, jump shot, fade away.
Another rebound for Lepeta. Now let's get this high screen and roll. Come on, two pros. Here we go. Oh, you got to use that screen, Pete.
Gonna pass it out to Lou.
Lou's gonna make the next one. Lou's gonna make the next one.
Are you gonna put money on that,
Well,
Scotty?
you know what? I don't think these guys missed 3 in a row.
One-on-one against Lepeta and
another sky hook, baby hook, soft touch from Aaron G. I'm not going to attempt to say his last name. We're going to call him Aaron G.
Aaron G is all
Aaron
good,
G.
baby.
Iranian via the UK, played for a powerhouse Spanish basketball academy, then played 4 years at Seton Hall, where he didn't have tremendous numbers.
Folks, will be right back. Score is 43-27.
B4622B4622以及41949748 以上的几位球迷朋友，麻烦您拿着票根到1楼找工作人员，即将要来 logo 下中场游戏喽。
Welcome back, folks. Taichung Suns versus the Leopards. On the bottom right-hand corner, you see a QR code wishing y'all a Happy New Year. And to get a chance to win free tickets for next weekend's homestands at Hero Bears and Kaohsiung Aquas, go ahead and scan that as it'll come back from time to time throughout this game. Score is 43-27. We are back in 3 minutes, 35 seconds left.
With the T1 league being so new, one thing I'd like to see at some of the games are concessions. Maybe not beer, but maybe water, you know, a hot dog. We're sitting next to the VIP zone here, and they got chicken, and they're the only people eating in the stadium here.
Yeah, absolutely. So T1 and Plus League were all formed when COVID was still considered a serious pandemic. So, you know, concessions and beverages are not.
If you would have told me that peak Taiwan basketball would have been post-COVID, I would have said no way. It's nice to see all these people in an arena together. I would say 50% of the people wearing masks.
Yeah, I'm from the States, and I was just there back in August. So to be honest, you know, the masks definitely, if you want to wear them, keep yourself safe. But I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more rules to be loosened up right now. Possession goes to Leopards. We see right in front of us, Scotty, that Brett is getting all taped up.
He's getting the Kinsey tape. He's getting ready to hit a couple free throws.
We shall see when he'll be back on court.
Oh,
that's going to ricochet high off, but
that's a rebound assist. No stat category for that. I like that one.
3-point shot by Smile.
Swallowed the rebound. You got to go back up at that.
An attempt by Lou. No good. Bishop is going to get that rebound.
I'd like to see Adam get a little more aggressive, put his elbows up, turn and score.
Yeah, absolutely. Jimmy also talked to us earlier in the game that, you know, Lepeta is
team first. He
right,
likes to
absolutely.
pass the ball, but you have to take advantage of the mismatches. And today, I think there's a big mismatch with him on Aaron.
Bishop coming back in with a rebound and field goal himself.
So the foreigner rule, they're allowed to have 2 foreigners on the court at one time.
Yes.
And they're allowed to dress 3. But right now, the Leopards only have 2 in uniform, not including Dwight, who is wearing some basketball clothing, but won't be playing today, unfortunately.
I mean, listen, like we talked about before, Dwight Howard is super entertaining in himself. So even though we may not see him play, unfortunately, at least we'll see him, you know, have a good time and cheer on his teammates. Ryan back to FIBA.
Easy bucket. Easy bucket. Come on, Mike.
Tries to save that ball, but Jeramipour is too tall for FIBA.
Here comes that high screen. He's going to,
Quick passing. A fake pump by Bishop.
Can't leave him open. Can't leave him open.
Drops it right in for Aaron G.
Aaron G is killing us. Aaron G is having his way with Adam right now.
Point blank period. He has scored 16 points, made 5 rebounds, and has 2 assists so far in a block.
That's got to be a foul. Yeah, they got him up top.
Maybe a foul on 23 captain.
Going to send FIBA to the line here. Christmas Eve, he gave us 43 points. Let's see what he can do for us today. Tough to get 43 points in a loss.
Yeah. Just goes to show that, you know, imports can score as many points as they want. They can hit personal records, but at the end of the day,
that supporting cast got to step up.
Precisely. Unfortunately, like we mentioned before, Leopards only scoring 2 points, and they only have 2 import players on their roster every single time.
One thing I don't like to see is when FIBA gets the ball there, it seems like everyone's kind of standing around and watching what he's going to do instead of making themselves available in the open spots.
The only time the Leopards have had 3 on the roster. Ooh,
that
nice,
was
gentle.
Smooth. Finishes up top.
Nice, gentle finger roll by Bishop there.
Now this game's getting away from us here. We're down 20, 47 seconds left in the first half.
You know, we mentioned before, it's also very important to have your supporting teammates.
Foul on the floor. Block. Oh, they're going to give him 2 shots.
Gonna sub in number 8, Coco.
Coco. Tell me about Coco. What do we know about Coco?
Coco, like,
also sounds like his English is as good as my Chinese.
most likely. We haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but he comes from the SBL now disbanded team Joe Tai, was there from 2015 to 2021. He used to be teammates with Captain Huang himself. Get that free throw shot in.
Interesting that they roll the ball in there, trying not to take time off the clock when they're up by 21.
35 seconds left on the clock. Coco from the left side.
Coco might have got fouled there. Tony's gonna shoot this. Tony's gonna shoot that. That was
he shoots it, doesn't make it.
You know, that was an end of shot clock shot. We'll take that from Tony all day. All right, let's get a high screen here. Yep, use it.
Go.
Use it.
Call it.
Oh, it's a moving screen, and now he's all crowded down there. Give it to him.
3 seconds left, and he's gonna make that comeback. Folks, that is the end of the first half of today's game 32, Leopards versus Suns. We are gonna go right into break right now, 49-33. We will be right back.
86130874，大家进来看球的一日球迷也可以拿出你们的票根来看一下有没有念到您。8067-5067-5067-5061-5206-2061-5206，以及 B642-B462-B462-4194-9748，4194-9748，麻烦可以来到下面第1楼球场玩中场游戏哦，不要错过了。
叛逆，几乎每个在变现，我的字典没有喇叭嘴，那些没有的 hater， 只会口吃了拉撒碎。当我实现从小的梦，流过多少眼泪 ，Man you never know。这什么心，梦谁都能成为传奇，为自己写下独一无二的传奇。With my gang， 改变世界口水扳机。I feel good 'cause I'm better now。I fight with the demon all night long。Fight with the demon all night long. I fight with the demon all night long. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. 我在顶峰看着最美的风景，颠簸的路走得不太算容易，到不地狱才能见到光明。I'm in my dream, yeah， 最美的风景。我在顶峰看着最美的风景，没空接电话，谁帮我铺的生平？那些傻不是我的东西。I'm in my dream, yeah， 最美的风景。
Well, at the halftime, the Taoyuan Leopards visiting the Taichung Suns. Score is 49-33 here.
I wonder what the coach is telling them in the locker room right now. They got to keep their head in the game. They're down, but I think, you know, a 20-point swing is not impossible.
Yeah, absolutely. The Dwight Howard's debut game on November 19th, they had quite a DA had quite a lead for the majority of the game, but you know, they pulled it out. They had overtime.
Now Dwight Howard is not on the roster today.
Let's go. He's not.
That'd be a nice Superman play if he came out in the second half and put up 40.
The candy shop. I just took the lollipop. Don't you, girl, don't you stop. Take me to the candy shop.
Up on the beat, so twerking.
谢谢女孩们精彩的中场表演。再次欢迎各位来到我们的现场欣赏精彩的比赛。2023年希望能够拿到世界冠军，带领我们到比赛。
Just saw a performance by the Leopard or the Taichung Suns Shiny Girls. So, Scotty D, tell me a little bit about what you think about the first half so far.
Well, they got away from what was working off the start. They started off by using that high screen and roll and getting Adam down to the post. And now they've kind of gone away from that. And it's kind of turned into some one-on-one basketball. I'd like to see a little more inside-out action where we get the ball into the post and then decide if we're going to settle for a three-point shot. I'd also like to see Mike Fiba, as we saw in that replay there, I'd like to see him get a little more active in terms of finding his teammates. Once his teammates start hitting some shots, it'll open up things for him. And Aaron G, he's tough to handle down low. He can turn, he can score, he's got the baby hook. He's got if he was 7'3", I think he'd be an NBA player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we got some half-court shot attempts. Is this for money?
Hopefully we'll see the Leopards score more in terms of 3 points. As we can see on the screen, they've only been able to get 1 3-point.
1 for 12
yes.
is not going to get it done. But the Suns 3 for 16. That's not terribly impressive either.
No, their perimeter shooting is more to be left to desire.
The Leopards are lucky to only be down by this much. You know, you give 3 more threes to the Suns, and this game might be out of reach. I'm interested to see how the coach is going to come out after halftime.
Coach Bao and Coach Howard. Coach Howard being a huge influence into the team.
The physical style of play I like to watch. The referees, they don't blow the whistle that much, and they let them really bang, which is fun to watch. The NBA has turned.
Gonna take a look at some quick film. Again, you know, we're trying to get to know a little bit more of the import players. So,
hi guys, I'm Aaron Garami Paul from the Taichung Suns.
Check it
out. Merry Christmas, happy holidays from Tony Bishop.
Ni hao, my name is Marlon. I hope you guys have a great and awesome holidays. Taichung, of course.
Favorite part of Taiwan is the night market. I love it.
Play out game against the Suns. when I did the windmill.
So palau, soy gimbal. Yeah, that's one of my favorite dishes, yeah.
My hair.
Everything, head to toe, I like it all. Oh yeah, my beard, you like my beard? I like it.
Welcome back, folks. This is Game 32. We are at NTU Sports Gymnasium. The Taoyuan Leopards have stepped foot into the Sun Stadium. Take a look at the screen. The halftime score, 33 is the Leopards, 49 respectively. Scotty, you know, we talked about how important it is for the Leopards to up their assists. Tell us a little bit about that.
The one win that they do have against the Drug Enforcement Agency, they had 26 assists. And in every single one of their losses since then, they're averaging about 12, 14 assists when their opponents are getting more than 20 assists. They got to share the ball. I like to see people put up 40 points, but I also like to see people share the ball and get, move it around so everyone's got a chance.
Absolutely. So top scorers for the Leopards is FIBA at 11.
But Adam Lapida is 5 for 7. I want him to get 10 more shot attempts in the second half here.
The other top scorers for the Leopards on the graphics earlier is Lepeta getting 11 points, Ryan 7, Lou 2, and GM turned player Brett at 2. Score rankings for the Suns, Aaron G at 18, Bishop 17, Captain Huang at 6, Besa 2, Marlon Johnson at 2 also.
The imports just carrying the Suns. Aaron G is having his way with the Leopards today. Real soft touch around the hoop. I like his game. And the stands have filled up nicely. People are all here to see Superman, who is just going to tease him. His entourage is here. We've met his social media coordinator and his boy. I guess the other guy's just his boy.
Yeah, so his social media coordinator Moo Real, and his boy Kennedy. Yeah, you're gonna see them around a lot, but
It must be nice being part of Dwight's entourage, you know, where you just get to travel with them and hang out with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess you got to put in a lot of hours to get to that position.
For sure, but you know, you get to experience a lot of the same things that Howard is doing. You see on the screen here some imported trivia for Aaron Jaramapur. Aaron had been courting his now wife for 8 years, so this year he finally proposed to her and they are now married. His favorite drinks are coffee and boba milk tea, and his favorite thing to cook is steaks. We will be right back after these messages, folks. Welcome back, folks. Taoyuan Leopards at Taichung Suns. Here we see on the screen earlier, Weitren Dragons player making that logo shot right there during halftime.
What does he get? Does he get money?
Does
he get a bing dong? What does he get?
Shoot, one of those.
I don't think they have bing dongs in here. We're missing some concessions.
He got 40,000 NT.
Wicked. That'll change your day.
No kidding.
So after watching the first half here, I like to respond to Shaq's comments about this league. Now, Shaq said that this reminded him of the Lifetime Fitness League and to the gym he goes to every Saturday. Come on, Shaq, you're not going to the gym every week. We've seen you.
Don't lie.
You know, throwing shade on Dwight because they're both Superman, right? Shaq was the first Superman, then Dwight came out being Superman. All right, let's get.
Gonna kick off with an attempt by Ryan. I mean, you know, Howard says all the time, and to counter what Shaq has said, you know, it's beyond, it's more than just playing basketball. It's about influencing the youth and the basketball here, the basketball fans here.
Buckets there.
Lou making the bucket right there, starting off.
Now, would you say Dwight Howard's done more for basketball in Taiwan than, say, someone like Jeremy Lin?
I would say yes, only because
Oh, buckets. We needed. There's the one I said. He's hitting the next one.
Lou answered that with a 3-point shot there. But to get to your point, only because Jeremy Lin hasn't been around in Taiwan, you know, Jeremy Lin has definitely had a positive influence.
I think Jeremy Lin might have helped the younger generation think to be like, I could do it too, but Dwight Howard has changed the whole dynamic of basketball in Taiwan. Everyone's here to see him, and most people are taking pictures of him on the bench right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this also opens up a lot of revenues here. You know, Dwight Howard here. Maybe that means that we could get some more high caliber NBA stars.
Boogie Cousins mentions he wants to come play here. Has no one offered him a contract yet?
You know, that's been
big deep three.
That's been in the talks, but nothing has been confirmed. But you know, Boogie Cousins is an option. Nick Young has mentioned on Twitter a while ago.
But I don't think teams can afford to pay other people what they're paying Dwight Howard. Am I right?
Most likely not.
So I think when Boogie Cousins is like, yeah, I want to come play there, then he gets the offer and he kind of maybe scoffs at it.
Not what I expected. Yeah. Well, who knows? I mean,
but
like
there's also the love of the game, right? You got to be, you get paid to play basketball,
right?
Or you sit at home and hope an NBA team picks you up.
Like you mentioned before, Dwight Howard's probably getting a ton of Taiwanese followers. You know, he's been live streaming practically every single day.
If you want to follow Dwight's life, just add him on Instagram. You'll get 2 hours of his daily routine every day. You'll see what he's putting inside his hot pot. Big
FIBA,
rebound.
nice attempt there, just short of that.
Oh, carry. Ooh.
Ryan trying to intercept that pass. Allen under the hoop.
Too easy. This game's getting away from us here.
Suns able to find their rhythm. Hopefully Leopards will do so as well. FIBA finding Lepeta.
I don't like him catching the ball at the three-point line.
But Ryan's going to answer.
Another assist for Lepeta.
2 points there for Ryan.
Lepeta's been a bright spot today. Oh.
Tony Bishop against FIBA. FIBA on him like white on rice.
Here comes the spin
Gets
move.
the 2 Giants there, back out to the perimeter.
Oh,
for the mid-range.
That shot.
Soft hands couldn't quite make that shot there.
Wait for Adam to get down the floor, set him a screen, use it. Oh.
Gets a little bit stuck there. Smile with the ball. Lou, is he going to get the 3 in?
Oh.
Yes, sir!
I don't know if he called bank, but we're going to give it to him.
Great shot by Lou. We mentioned before, hopefully the Leopards can get some more 3 points in the second half here. Besa to Lou of the Suns, but a little bit too much on the right. Ryan's going to get that rebound to FIBA.
You got to string together some stops here. Lepeta is unhappy about Tony Bishop grabbing his arm there. But from what I've seen, they're letting them grab each other. They're pulling jerseys. If you see Lepeta's jerseys untucked, that doesn't happen naturally. That happens when someone pulls on you.
Yeah, you see that replay right there again. Smile now on the top of the key.
Oh, find the big
Ryan lets that ball slip. 3 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, Lepeta's got to
He's getting a little stuck. This is going to be a shot clock violation.
They're going to give him a jump ball. Interesting setup here for the jump ball with Lepeta at half court. I'd like to see him get down low. They're going to have to re-jump that toss. Oh, they're just going to give it to the Leopards. We'll take it. The violation of the jump ball there. It might have crossed the line.
So they're saying Allen jumped too quickly there.
Might have jumped into him. You're only allowed to jump straight up in those jump balls. You can't come into the guy. You can't step on his foot, which is something I like to do. Now, they're going to have to put a little more time on the clock. I think with the jump ball, it doesn't stay at 0.6 seconds. I think that's what the referee's figuring out right now.
Yeah, they're going to probably adjust that right now. Referees are discussing the shot clock time adjustment here.
0.6 seconds is enough to get a shot off, but with the jump ball, it should reset to 7 or 8. Same with the kickball violation. Heated conversation between the referees and the scores table here. Neither coach seems too interested in anything going on over there. Nope, they're going to leave 0.6 seconds. It's going to have to be a catch and shoot. Now let's see what they run out of this. I think they're going to have to run some sort of screen for the screener here and get a good look. I think Lou's got the hot hand with that last bank three.
0.6 seconds.
Man.
Just short.
This is what we get out of that. Anyways,
A little anticlimactic.
I would have liked it a little better attempt than that from Mike FIBA.
But yeah, you mentioned before, you know, throwing the ball to Lou, he can make a 3-point shot, a buzzer beater right there.
I think you got to leave the threes to the locals. I mean, they can really make set shots.
They have the potential. I mean, Lou has scored 2 of his 3 3-point shots here.
But he's got to be 2 for 7.
Bishop to Jeramapour.
Oh, force him left.
Finds space there.
Jeramapour, we got to force him left. We can't keep letting him have his right hand. You see that tattooed arm? That's his strong arm. Oh, that's basket interference.
It's going to be a tussle right there. It's going to be Leopards ball.
Now, when you miss a shot block like that and you slam the backboard and it shakes, once the ball hits the rim, that should have been basket interference there. That should have been 2 points for the Leopards. $16-point deficit, not out of it yet. We're going to have to string together some stops here, though.
It's still a game. Anything could happen at this point.
Going to have to get some stops. And Aaron G is having his way with the defense right now.
Most definitely. FIBA so far scoring 11 points. Not doing bad so far, but only making 3 of his 10 field goal shots today. Lou against Lou. Back to Jeramapour.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? That's a tough shot.
Tough shot, but he makes it through there. Score is 59-41. 7 minutes, 5 seconds left on the clock on the 3rd quarter. Smile at the top of the perimeter.
When they put Adam up top to set that screen, he's really got to roll to the hoop, can be in position to get a better rebound than that. Most of the shots that are coming off, I think Adam could swallow those rebounds. Oh, no jump block for Adam there, but not a foul on him, I think. The foul's on FIBA.
Yep, FIBA will be called a foul there.
How many is that on FIBA so far?
FIBA has only fouled 1 so far in this game.
All right, we're all right.
He is doing just fine, like we mentioned before. Brett has yet to be seen on the court again, as he's made 4 fouls in the first half, and looked like he was a little bit worn out with his left leg all taped up.
Now, interesting foul line setup here with the Suns electing to put nobody in the box. So they're saying, you know what, Tony's going to make both these. You got to put somebody in there. See?
No good. Still with a pretty good free throw percentage.
Oh.
Bishop making 5 of his 7 free throws at 71.4%.
Making so many that they don't even line up when he shoots.
Nope.
Oh.
Jump shot.
A little bit of acting there at the right time got us the call there. Is that my man Smile?
Yes, sir.
Good job, Smile.
Smile at the baseline.
All right, let's get a good look here. He's calling a play. That's the first time I think I've seen him call a play.
Yeah, we talked to Jimmy earlier today. He's saying that they're not only are they making small adjustments, but they're also adding in some set plays, which is unusual for Leopards. 6 seconds left on the clock. Smile versus Allen finds a gap, but Lepetta.
Oh, Lepetta's, you know what? Let's get to it the line here. That's a good take.
Good take, foul by Jaramapour.
Good thing happened when Adam is close to the hoop. We got a timeout here. Was that the Suns that called the timeout?
It's going to be a TV timeout. Folks, score is 60-41. We are in the third quarter. We will be right back.
同时也要丢出水煮餐法式水煮专卖提供的套餐升级券。
此刻的我只想亲吻你的嘴，拿了吧你，你是我的宝贝，想你的滋味。
Let's go， 所有的朋友们，听到你们的声音在哪里？手上的券，餐券要来送给大家了。 好，这边的球迷朋友，中间也来一个，对面的，我们让来到现场帮我们加油的王维忠来帮我们丢3个赠品。哪边想要维忠拿到的，赶快让他知道你们在哪里。
Welcome back, folks. We are back from the TV timeout. We're looking at the screen at our Weitren Dragons staff and players. As we mentioned before, that bottom right corner, there's that QR code. If you want to get a chance to score some free tickets, make sure to scan that QR code whenever it comes out. Score is 60-41. Suns are taking that lead and hopefully widening that lead.
Yeah, I think the Leopards got to come out hungry here. They're going to have to string together some stops to get back in this game. I don't like to see them just rely on the three-point shot to get back in this game. There is no 19-point shot. They got to chip away at this lead. Oh, Lepeta played some time in Poland, 6-time Polish League champion, led the league in blocks, and he also played 1 year with Marcin Gortat in the NBA. He plays for the Wizards, I believe. But he went undrafted, unfortunately, in 2009 after declaring his eligibility for the NBA.
Lepeta only playing 2 games during preseason and sat out for the remainder of it until a month ago. Troy Williams and Deonta Davis were the only 2 in the import rotation during that time. Besa to Bishop. Bishop letting that ball slip, but able to recover, find Allen. 3 seconds left.
Oh,
Stopped by Lepeta there.
Pinned him. Yeah,
Lou finding Lepeta at the low post and one.
And you know what? Hopefully he's not hurt on that play. I'm going to go ahead and say Lepeta's shooting percentage is about 80% so far today. We got to get him some more shots like that. Lepeta to the line again.
Lepeta's been the highest scorer so far in this game, 12 points, making 14 rebounds. Yeah, absolutely right. I completely agree with you.
7'1", he's a walking double-double.
He's got the potential here for the Leopards today.
Bucket.
Easy, nothing but net.
All right, 15 points. Let's chip away at this lead here. Now the Suns have a really structured offense here where they always enter into Aaron G and then he decides what they're going to do.
Finds Besa, great shot. Smile couldn't stand a chance against 6. Besa.
Pride of Mongolia. Heal with a tough take and a kick out. Now set shot, he's got to make that.
Bounces off the rail. Allen finds Lou at the overlap pass. From the right wing, and it's good!
Big time shot there. Put the lead back up to 20.
We see some players. Coach Bao is going to sub in soon. Smile finding FIBA. He's going to get double teamed by Jeremiah and Bishop there.
Yeah, with the Leopards, with 3 subs coming in, this looks like a full squad rotation here. The coach mustn't be happy with what they're doing on the floor right now.
Trying to beat that buzzer there. Suns getting that possession of the ball. Finds Allen once again. A soft tap in.
Stay with it, big man.
Multiple attempts by Bishop there. Couldn't quite execute that. Smooth move by Ryan. Finds FIBA from the left side of the wing.
Oh, we needed that one. Baser's got some nice handles. Watching him come up the floor, he is comfortable with that basketball.
Jim, Fu, and Dongwei in for Ryan, Smile, and Liu. In for Allen on the Sun side is Captain Huang.
Full rotation of the local players here for the Leopards. That must be the coach not happy with what they're seeing out there. Let's see if these guys can spark something up the bench.
Lepeta and FIBA on the side. Liu against Liu for the jump ball.
Oh. Oh, force him left.
Rappaport one-on-one.
Oh, and no call. I love it. So much contact and no call.
Marlon Johnson in, Bishop out. Johnson had his debut game on Christmas, game 28 against the Ghost Hawks. Unfortunately, was ejected, playing only 11 minutes after pushing number 12 of the Ghost Hawks, Simon. Got 2 tees that day. As
there we go. Lepeta to the hoop.
Finds it.
He is comfortable 2 feet from the basket, and that's where I want to see him for most of the game. He's shooting 85% from the field.
He's been the most consistent scorer on the Leopard side. We keep saying that local players need to contribute in the points.
Yeah.
Besa. It's going to be foul on Jim.
Jim says, yep, my bad.
More substitutions in.
It's a nice pass and a good find to Adam on that drive. More of that. Anything with Adam close to the hoop gives him the opportunity to put back some good garbage points off those rebounds too.
Captain on the baseline. Coco subbed in.
Force him left.
Marlon from the top. Just getting out there.
Oh, push the ball.
Marlins has only scored 2 points so far.
Yeah, they're going to need more from him going forward with him taking up a roster spot for an import.
FIBA, or Lepeta, excuse me, tries to go in.
Skyhook, we'll take that from Lepeta. With his shooting percentage, I wanted to see him shoot more. All right.
Finds Captain. Captain back out to Johnson. 8 seconds left. Coming in from the left side, but trying to go back on the right.
Good D. Lepeta needs a sub. He's tired. He's working hard out there.
Yeah, he's working overtime right now.
And they are cleaning up the Lepeta sweat up the floor right now. He is leaving it all on the floor.
Played 22 minutes, 12 seconds in this game so far. Number 13, Ryan, being on for the Leopards the most at 28 minutes, 45 seconds. Currently sitting out also to take a breather.
I think if you added a Dwight Howard into this game, we got it. It's gonna be fun to watch him play when he's ready. Oh, referee didn't like that. Forearm shove to our guy Mike FIBA.
Going to be a foul on Captain Huang.
And we're into the bonus, so he's going to get to the line for this one.
FIBA at the charity stripe right now.
There we go.
Lashes it in.
FIBA spent time all over Lebanon, Korea, Czech Republic, China. He is a seasoned veteran. Hopefully he can bring some leadership to the floor.
FIBA, Lepetta, and Howard all around 37, 38. Definitely more mature set of imports as Davis and Troy Williams all around mid-20s.
Yep.
As Coco makes that three-point attempt there, no good. Dunway stuck on the left elbow.
Oh, off the ball foul there. Looked like he might have elbowed him in the face. Coach isn't happy about it.
Kai's going to be at the line right now.
Now, all the Leopards home games are going to be played in the South until there are no home games until it's warmer up north, right?
Yes. So I'm not sure if it's due to weather reasons. A lot of these times, you know, these stadiums are not owned by the basketball organizations. They are actually owned by city government. So, you know, they're going to have to make a lot of compromises. They have to coordinate with city government. So maybe that's the reason why that they're going to be down in Kaohsiung.
I wonder if that affects them not having home court advantage, but it seems to me like everyone's just here to see Dwight, and wherever he goes, he's going to be a home court advantage, right?
Absolutely.
Tony Bishop with a hard take, can get 2 at the free throw line here. But they are going to line up some defensive players on the block here.
Last time Dwight Howard was on the court was December 17th. This was when they had the back-to-back-to-back games. Scotty, have you ever heard of 3 games in a row being played anywhere?
I don't think Dwight was ready to play that many minutes in the span of 72 hours. It's tough on a body, especially when you get older. You're playing a game of basketball, you're going to need a couple days break. And then Dwight went back-to-back-to-back, and now I think he's paying for it now by sitting out for a couple weeks.
Absolutely. So like we mentioned before, back-to-back-to-back games is very rare. However, when the NBA...
Oh, there we go. Timeout. Davina says, I need a timeout. Didn't like the look of that.
Great three-point shot by Dunway there.
Hopefully that sparks something here for the Leopards. They're not quite out of it yet, but they're going to need to string together some stops.
Score is 66-52. 27 seconds left in this quarter right here.
First guy off the bench to greet the players after that timeout, Dwight Howard. You know, team guy. They just have to stay within shooting reach of the 5th place team for when he's ready to play, and I think they can make the playoffs. When it's a 6-team league and 5 teams have a chance to make the playoffs, and you got Dwight Howard on your squad, I really think it's going to be a disappointment if they finish 6th place out of the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Is it safe to say that the Taoyuan Leopards are the most expensive team in the T1 league?
I would say that would be I think that would be a good assessment.
Right now, it's costing a couple million for that one win, I think.
Yes, most likely. I mean, we mentioned before that 3 games in a row was definitely a strain for all the players, and not only that, it was a home-away home game set there. Unfortunately, he did not show up on the court the day after December 18th. He was on the active roster, wore his uniform that day, but never played on the court. So caused some controversy there that day. Scotty, how did you feel about that?
That's the day that Brad, the GM, became Brad, the player. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct. So we mentioned before, some social media controversy happened at 1 a.m. That just so happened to be the FIFA championship, Argentina versus, do you remember which country it was?
Argentina, France.
See, thank you very much, because I do not watch as much football as I should. How about you, Scotty?
Oh, I like watching the highlights. I like watching the highlights.
Well, there you have it. A
interesting pass there. Interesting pass there in the back turn. It works out. Everything going Suns' way right now.
That is the conclusion of the third quarter.
So we went from a 17-point halftime lead to we're looking at 18 points now, 16 points. Well, I'd like to see them come out a little stronger in the fourth quarter here. Interesting 3-sub rotation on the local players by the coach.
We will be right back. 68-52 is the score.
也谢谢女孩 Shining Girls。
Final quarter of this game, Taichung Suns have a comfortable lead, 68. The score is 52. We look at the screen right now, some imported trivia from Tony Bishop of the Suns. His wife, Fox, is used to play American football. She is super into fitness, and they both share matching clock tattoos. As you can see on the screen, they have 2 daughters. Look like they did quite a bit of sightseeing during off days.
Must be nice to have your family here while you're playing in another country. A lot of these players go and play and leave the family at home. It's nice to see them bring them with them.
Most definitely. And we start off with a dunk by Marlon Johnson.
High percentage shot there from Johnson.
So, Scotty D, now that you've seen SBL and you see T1 here, what do you hope to see in the future of Taiwanese basketball?
I just want to see people come out. You know, we're so close to the Philippines, and the basketball is huge over there with the locals. I'd like to see people keep coming to games. Let's say Dwight Howard does end up leaving here. Oh, FIBA, that's what we need from you. I just like to see a consistent effort from the fans to show support.
Definitely. We're hoping to see basketball become more of a mainstream.
I mean, we have the stadium, we have the population for it. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a dominant league here with interest from fans. Possibly 3 leagues is too many, though. Maybe 1 league, maybe 2.
There has been talks of potentially merging the 2 leagues. It's just we'll come to see which league will reign supreme in the future.
I think that's probably the way to go. Trying to follow 3 leagues is kind of tough, but I think the fans could get behind 1 league.
Absolutely.
As long as the quality of play is high and they bring in some names. And I'd like to see the fans support their local guys too. You know, we got people holding up Dwight signs and not even playing. Where's my Tony Bucket sign? Where's my Lou sign, you know?
Yeah, you know, we mentioned before, a lot of times these fans that are coming to watch the games, they're here to watch Dwight Howard, and, you know, they're not going to know the majority of the local players' names, and even some of the imports, they're not going to recognize.
It's a bit of a shame. There should be more into the local guys. Now, Taiwan on the national stage ranked 69th globally in the FIBA rankings. You know, I'd like to see that come up. If that comes up, the quality of play means that's elevated as well. When you're ranked behind a team, like, you know, a country like Kazakhstan, you got to think, what's wrong with their national program? How can we make it better?
Absolutely, and Steven makes a jump shot attempt there. Number 5, Angry Bird. I do not remember why his nickname is Angry Bird, but Marlon Johnson's going to make that dunk. Great assist by Angry Bird.
Angry Bird with the assist. Now his name is Angry Bird.
His nickname is Angry Bird. I will have to find out why. He was previously in the Palesli Kaohsiung Steelers, and before that with the Taoyuan Pilots.
I like it, Angry Bird. Oh, FIBA shot that one from Sinju.
Coco finds Marlon, just getting that out of bounds. Tony Bishop.
Tony Bishop with an easy bucket.
Coach Bao of the Leopards going to call a timeout there, going to ice that run.
Well, they had it down to 16 there for a second, but just like that, it's back up to 20.
See that replay of Marlon Johnson. Folks, we will be right back.
From here on in with 4 locals. All right? Hey, if we secure the rebound, your man is slow. Streak up the floor, you'll get a dunk.
好 ，Ken 来喽，照到你了，不用害羞，来比一个 Aaron 一样肌肉的手势，谢谢。耶，感谢热情的球迷朋友一起来参与。好了，感谢这位美女。 不要害羞，来了2位，耶，肌肉手势，谢谢我们的 BD Doggies。暂停，时间到，可爱的小朋友，维中 ，Q 到你了，来
Back
个
from
肌肉
a
手势。
timeout called by Coach Bao. Scotty D, do you got some guns to show off on the power cam?
Oh, not like Aaron G here, but I tell you, Aaron G's tattooed arm, that's the one you don't want him to force. You want to force him left. So if I'm the coach, I'm saying, hey, see that tattooed arm? Let's push him the other way. Now, they've done a good job of slowing him down here in the 3rd and 4th quarter because he was on a tear in the 1st half.
I was told by the producers why Angry Bird has that nickname. It's really for his eyebrows and the way that they're shaped.
Oh, wow. Well. There's a tidbit of knowledge.
Yeah, Lou fumbles the ball right there, but Leopards managing to save that.
Oh, scramble play, set shot, gotta make it. Boom. I like that play to the timeout. They ran a set play, and they got a wide open look for 17 for Lou. Set shots, these guys got set shots. It's when they gotta dribble and readjust is when they're kind of, you know, they kind of come up short on them. Oh, nice
Tony Bishop, spin move there, easy, no problem against Fu.
That was a seasoned pro move there.
If you're one-on-one against Tony, you better watch out.
Yeah, you don't want to be on an island with Tony. I'd like to see someone step in and help. It looks like Adam's getting a long breather here, even back on the floor.
Another attempt from the left wing was Tony. Tony of the Leopards.
I wonder if we'll see Adam Lepeta again today.
With the current lead that Suns have.
You think they threw in the towel now, giving him a breather?
I think so. But there's still 8 minutes left on the clock.
Well, we're going to need, you know what, when I said before we can't just rely on threes, we're going to need some threes now. I take that back.
Whatever the Leopards can get right now. Another attempt from the left side.
You know what? I'm okay with that miss. Outlet. Wow.
And a windmill dunk by Marlon Johnson. 3rd dunk tonight.
Marlon had that eyed up from half court, and a good job by his teammate for finding him on that trail.
He was fiending for that windmill dunk. His highlight was doing a windmill dunk last season against the Suns when he was with the DEA. And a 3-point shot. Fu tries to answer back.
was a good find by his teammate to get him that dunk. He was sprinting from the far free throw line for that one.
That is definitely going to be one of the highlights for today's game. Angry Bird, no look pass, finds Tony Bishop.
That's just good offense there. You know, they passed the ball, extra pass. Tony sealed him. They got him inside. The Suns move the ball. The Suns that don't have the ball move well. They find the open spots and they find each other. I'd like to see that more from the Leopards moving forward. More assists, more team play. It's going to give Tony another 2 at the line here.
Clean passes amongst the Suns. Suns were in the championships last season with a different coach, Jorge Caminos, now with the Plus League Taoyuan Pilots.
Now the referees are discussing if he was shooting, if he's going to be shooting, or if it's on the side. Now, I don't know how Tony Bishop wasn't shooting there, but they're going to call that an on-the-ground foul. We got a 21-point deficit. That's just 7 stops, 7 threes. We can do this, Taylor.
Keep going. Still got time left.
Oh, one-on-one against Tony on the baseline is not what you want to see.
He's going to try it.
Good D.
Good D by the sub number 9, Young. Jump shot by Jim, but way too much on the right side.
I think he'd like to like that one back.
We take that back. We take that back. Marlon Johnson against Kai. Easy jump shot there. Buries it in.
Marlon's kind of letting the game come to him now. In the first half, he was kind of forcing it a bit too much. Now he's letting the game come to him. He's kind of setting into himself here.
Giving Aaron a nice long break.
Oh.
Jim back-to-back field goal attempts, not making it. Angry Bird back to Bishop.
Double screen for this guy. He must be a shooter. Bishop with a foot on the line.
Right side. Ball out of bounds. Smile's going to sub in for number...
Smile for the guy that, number 3 here, who just had 2 tough takes. Yeah, Jim.
Yes, that's correct. And here we go. Lepeta in for Kai.
Here we go, Lepeta. Let's see if they run an offense here, get it through Lepeta in the post. Oh, almost an errant pass out of bounds straight off the bat.
Marlon Johnson's expression even sees that himself. He's going to cause, he's going to have a fast break, and we're going to have another alley-oop.
I could see that one coming from a mile away. Marlon Johnson can get up in a hurry.
Great passing by Angry Bird. Good dynamic between the 2 players there. Bounce pass to Lepeta.
Score that.
Lose some balance there.
Collect yourself. Buckets.
There you go, buckets. That's right. 3 points by Lou there.
If Lou gets his feet set, I don't think he's going to miss a 3-point shot. It's when he's off balance, it's kind of tough. And I mean, that goes for a lot of these players. Set shooting, no problem. Marlon can get up the floor in a hurry. He looked like he jumped off springs that time.
They must have practiced that.
Now he's got 4 dunks. You don't get any residuals on all his dunks either?
I'm afraid not.
You gotta work that out in your contract.
We didn't put that in the contract.
I mean, people are here to see that, and he's showing it to them.
Should have known better. Maybe you should be a sports agent too.
Whew. I'd have too many stipulations, I think.
Here we go again. 6 minutes, 9 seconds left on the final quarter. Angry Bird to Jeremipour. High screen there. Coco to Captain Huang. Quick passing there.
I thought he was going to dunk on top of everybody there.
Johnson was sure trying to there. Crowd is feeling Johnson here.
Now, you were mentioning that Johnson came to Taiwan without shoes, feeling my pain. He couldn't find size 15s anywhere, right?
He flew in on time, but unfortunately, he didn't have any basketball shoes, so we were trying to figure out how to get him some shoes.
Well, your weight restriction on the plane, basketball shoes take up a lot of space.
They really do. I think from what I remember, he's a size 14.
Perfect. I got a guy. You let him know.
All right, I'm gonna hit him up for
Took
him.
me 10 years to find someone that had my size shoes in Taiwan.
Oof, that hitting off the rim. FIBA coming in against Coco.
Oh, set shot.
Taking his time there. Ryan missing that three-point attempt.
FIBA said, this one's mine. Oh, that's got to be buckets.
3. Just
Smile would have liked that one back as well. Oh, spin.
Aaron.
Spin, soft touch.
Couldn't get stopped by FIBA.
Spin, soft touch with that tattooed arm. Shut that tattooed arm down. Really soft hands around the hoop, Aaron G. I like his game.
Can't have him going on the right side. As you have said time and time again, he will take advantage and use those soft hands.
Oh, look at that. That's got to be a foul. Yeah, good take. Adam Lepeta to the line. I like seeing him down low. As I've been saying all game. Every time he gets the ball on the post, good things are happening. He's going to the free throw line or someone's open for a kick-out shot. And he's always tucking in his jersey. He's getting pulled on. He's getting hit. He's getting knocked to the floor.
He's getting roughed up.
They are banging out there, people. They are banging.
Lepeta now at 18 points, 16 rebounds. Top players for today's game on the Leopard side. FIBA also having a pretty good performance. 16 points, 8 rebounds total.
Taichung just killing us in assists. Taichung's getting a lot of their players involved.
Yeah, your biggest highlight today is having more assists. Leopards only having 14 versus Suns getting 27.
Yeah, that's the tail. That's been the tale of all their losses.
Besa trying to go for an alley-oop for Jaramapur, but Lepeta blocking it. Marlon still answers back with a drop in the bucket.
Marlon's feeling it now. He's feeling it now. He's in the zone.
Finally getting in the zone in the second half of this game.
Sometimes it takes players a little while to get going, and Marlon's got it going now. Oh, FIBA might have got away with the walk there.
Getting a little stuck there with a double team there. Finds Lou.
Ooh.
A foul call.
Off the ball foul. Yeah, that was aggressive. I think the ref had to blow the whistle there. Mike FIBA retucking in his jersey because it was pulled out.
I think they need to wear, I think they need tunics instead of jerseys. They need to be longer, maybe.
A bodysuit?
Maybe. That's going to be pretty uncomfortable, though. I can tell you as a woman myself wearing bodysuits. We're going to start again at the baseline.
All right, they're getting FIBA on the weak side here, coming off the screen.
Lou from the 3 with balanced foot, but not executing that. Whoa.
Lepeta into the front row, and looks like everyone's okay.
My life would flash before my eyes if a 7'1" Polish player came at me like that.
You know, when you're sitting courtside, that's when you get what you're paid for. That guy's in the action now.
You know, it's a very immersive experience.
Dusting himself off.
Besa against the Leopards rookie Smile.
Smile, my guy.
Captain Huang finding Aaron.
Good D. Oh, he's got a kick ball. He calls it. He's like, I got it, kicked it. Honest.
Now, Lepeta is going to be seen as a workhorse. He's not going to complain too much. Sometimes he may not score that many points, but you'll see in his assists and rebounds, he'll contribute a lot. As you see, blocked Jaramapur's shot there. FIBA loses the ball to Besa, but Lou is going to take that back. Leopards possession again, finds FIBA on the left side of the wing. Lepeta, easy.
High percentage shot from 2 feet for Lepeta. Let's get a stop. Force him left. And he's just going to shoot.
Jump shot. Marlon going to get that rebound easy. Didn't have to try too hard. Aaron double team there.
That's the first double spin move that I think he's missed today. Good defense from
Swap
Marlon.
pass by Johnson. Besa with a fast break. Is he gonna find Aaron? Yes, he does. It's gonna be a foul on Smile. He's probably like, I want to dunk now.
Aaron G calling for the intentional foul. I think that was just a nice clean play up the top. Now I think these basketball nets must be weighted at the back, right? They must have weights in the back.
Yes.
I think if Aaron G dunks that hard enough, it's going to come down Shaq style.
Sim Bular of the Tainan Ghost Hawks, as soon as he got registered with the Ghost Hawks, you can see actual weighted plates being placed on their hoops because he's a big guy.
Someone must have brought him down by now.
Yes, definitely.
Dwight right in there on the timeouts. He's like a third coach.
Yeah, he's super focused right there.
Now his New Year's resolution, can we talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's guaranteed to win championship for the Taiwan Leopards. That's his New Year's resolution. You know, sometimes I make resolutions that are unattainable, but this one, sitting in 6th place in the league, I think he's going to need to play some games for that resolution to come into fruition.
I think he probably needs to play a few games. You know,
as good of a coach and a cheerleader he is.
No, we need him for his playing abilities.
Hopefully his entourage will have him ready to go after Chinese New Year. Jimmy Vitas led to the fact that he might be sitting out for a couple more weeks just to make sure he's ready for the second half of the season.
Fully healthy and recover. They're going to need him. The 8-time All-Star, 5-time All-Defensive Team, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and of course NBA champ Dwight Howard.
For youngest player to score 20 and get 20 rebounds in a game, he's got a lot of accolades. And he's got a lot of NBA experience. He played 1,242 NBA games compared to Deontay Davis, who's sitting out today. He played 7 games. One of the first guys to go from high school straight into the NBA, Dwight Howard. Father, a pastor, played for a Christian Catholic school in Atlanta.
Dwight Howard's been here 3 times, and he said every single visit here has been incredible. So, you know, the life that he experienced every single time. So, you know, Taiwan has had a lot of NBA training camps, NBA Star Games. I mean, their last NBA All-Star Games was back in 2009. So every single time he's been there for those events, he's just had nothing but positive things to say.
And I think that's it for Aaron G today. Coach pulls him out. He's getting the high fives. He's done well today. He's earned his money.
Top import performer of today's game. He has scored.
Nice.
Scored 23 points, got 11 rebounds, 5 assists.
Big numbers from Aaron G today.
Score is 91-68, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left on this quarter. Way off there.
Tough miss there. Let's get Aaron down the floor. And give it to him at the post. And turn and score.
Lepeta at the post, going to be foul on.
Back to the free throw line for Adam Lepeta. He's got to make them. I think he's played well with what he's got given to him today. He's definitely working as hard as he possibly can.
Foul call on Marlon there. Gonna start again at the baseline.
Oh, tough entry pass, tough angle.
That was rough. Could not see Lepeta there. Gonna try to give Marlon that alley-oop, but
that broken play turns into 2 points. Besa, I like his game, Besa. Smooth, is not afraid to handle the ball, doesn't dribble too much, and finds his players when they're open. When you can dribble the ball like that, people collapse on you, and it opens up a lot of avenues to find your teammates.
Ryan of the Leopards subbed out. Tony back in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Tony buckets. I watched him play a couple games ago. He can score. You know, when given the opportunity, I like his play.
Yeah, he has shown to really perform when he played with Dwight Howard during his first game against DA. Scored 26 points.
Yeah.
Was major clutch as FIBA makes a 3-point shot
FIBA
there.
Says we're not done.
He says, I still got some gas in this tank left.
He's played a lot of minutes today, Mike Fiba. Oh, wide open.
Marlon,
you gotta contest it.
taking his time, rolls it out. Fiba to Lou from beyond.
Deep three. I think it's chuck time. We got 1 minute left. Yeah, it's chucking time. Hate to see Adam get hurt in the last minute here. I think we got to give him off the floor. He looks like he's given us everything he's going to give us today. They've asked a lot of him today. He's guarding a lot of people down there.
He did what he can, but at the end of the day, locals still had yet to contribute as much as they could. They only scored 9 of their 38 3-point shots, 23%.
9 of 38?
Yes, sir.
For both teams?
For the Leopards, and for the Suns here, they've made 5 of their 24 3-point shots, 20%.
Those are not flattering statistics for
Not
either
great,
team.
not
for either
great.
team. When you're a Taiwan local, I think you got to hang your hat on being able to hit that open three.
And like you mentioned before, assists are so important. Suns making 30 versus 15 on the Leopard side.
Yeah, they got to get more people involved. And involved in the right spots, you know. It's not the drive and kick, not just passing the ball and shooting it with 20 seconds left in the shot clock over somebody.
Fumbling a ball a little bit was Smile there. Besa is gonna
We're getting
get the
sloppy
ball.
in the last minute here.
Not gonna lie, it feels like garbage time right now. On the court, we have number 13, Li Ming Shou. He is also another Suns rookie, draft pick of this season, as well as number 14, Lewis. Besa from the left-hand side of couldn't make it.
A lot of flat feet out there right now.
Yeah.
I think we've thrown it down now.
Johnson making his probably final 3-point there. 12 seconds left on the clock. Lou is going to lay that up, but no good there.
And that should do it.
And we wrap up game 32. Suns taking that win 96-71.
Dwight Howard taking a much-needed rest today. I hope he's going to be ready to play because they're going to need him because they're a few games back now, and hopefully when he's ready to play, they're not too far out of it.
Hopefully this gets him to itch for it to play because, again, this is their 8-game losing streak right now.
Well, Suns snapped their 4-game losing streak to pick up this win, and that stretches the Leopards' losing streak to 8. There's only one way up for the Leopards sitting at the bottom of the league right now. Dwight taking some pictures with the other coach. What a spectacle.
Saw Marlon revitalize at the second half. In the fourth quarter, we saw him make, 4 dunks? Later on in the second half, he had scored 18 points in the fourth quarter.
We got that first quarter, but then the second quarter, we came out kind of flat. And, you know, the second half, Suns earned this win today. Nothing you can do about inside play from Aaron G. Great game.
Aaron G scoring 24 points, 11 rebounds, getting 5 assists there. And the Leopards' top scorer, Adam Lepeta, 21 points, 17 rebounds, 1 assist.
He needed to be more aggressive today, and he was. He just needs some more secondary scoring from his teammates to help him out. I'm happy with his play today. He got aggressive, and he took more than 2 shot attempts.
And here we have the MVP of today's game, Marlon Johnson. As we mentioned before, he scored 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists.
I'm doing good, man. Finally having a good game, so I'm feeling good.
Quarter. So Chinese broadcasters are interviewing right now.
Highlight dunks, 3 of them.
I just got the encouragement from my teammates. You know, they was out here playing hard, and I finally got back to myself.
No.
Coach is just telling us to go out there and play. and just to bring in the new year right off a win. And that's what we came out here and did. Yeah, just the play style, 2 different play styles. So DEA is a little more faster and not like out of control, but the Suns are more just playing basketball. I want to say I'm happy to be here, and I can't wait to bring you guys some more highlights and some more wins. Thank you. 谢谢。
Folks, we will be right back after that interview with MVP of the game, Marlon Johnson. Highlight windmill dunk here.
好，要来参加啦啦队赛后签名会的朋友们，可以经由工作人员的引导，先在场外等待一下。现在要来到场中，我们待会稍后片刻，请大家先来集合一下，谢谢。 好，我们要请场中的球迷朋友可以慢慢的往场外或场边移动，我们要把场地让出来给女孩们，要来进行 Shining Girls 赛后的签名会喽。
We conclude today's game 96-71. Scotty D, you got any final notes for today's game?
you look at that assist, the differential 15, you know, we got to get more of the local guys involved. The imports really carry both these teams today, and the secondary scoring just wasn't there. Turnovers 9 and 9, I'm okay with that. Rebounds, you know, 36 to 52. Eesh. Maybe a little more aggressive on the offense rebounds, give some more second chance opportunities. I found Adam found himself kind of out in the high post too often when the rebounds were available for him.
Brett, one of the starting five, unfortunately had 4 fouls in the first half, so could not contribute in his own way. So dial into the Chinese broadcast later to watch the CTBC DEA play the Taiwan Beer Hero Bears at 4:30. And next week, game 34, Tainan TSG Ghost Hawks at the Kaohsiung Aquas. Tune in for that English broadcast. Scotty D, I want to thank you so much for being on the broadcast with me today.
I'm just happy to be a part of Dwight Mania. Too bad we didn't get to see him today. I'd like to see him in uniform and playing next time, I believe.
Hopefully that will come up on January 8th. Leopards play the Hero Bears. And folks, we will see you the next time.